You've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah.
When the lights are out and you stumble in the dark, you kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me to get you, don't forget to just call on me to get you, don't forget to just call on me to
holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, in an Mustang, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang, just like a boomerang, just like a I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull, and I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, in an Mustang, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. My head is spinning on my shoulders, so what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you. You're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, in an Mustang, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang, just like a I keep on spinning for you, like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. Room is filled with silence. We're alone and frightened. All we do is lie.
No sound, Sally?
I just realised that there was no sound. Hi.
And it's echoing.
And I've got to turn the other thing down over here as well. I heard some sounds coming through my headphones, and I'm guessing that was my cat telling me that my sounds were all around the wrong way. All right, guys. Shall I start that again? I will, because I didn't have the right sounds on. So, hi, I'm Sally. The awesomeness of live streaming and making sure you've got all your buttons in the right places. So this is a Monday Mentoring. We do this each and every single Monday where we come in here live for the first hour. I teach a little something first and then we do some live Q&A with the VIPs who are coming on into the Zoom room right now. If you're a VIP, then just head into the Sparkle Class Academy Live where you'll be able to find your link to log in, or message Kat Hocking. She'll help you get in as well. And then, we're out here for 1 hour. We do a little bit of teaching. So today we're looking at Kajabi, and I'm going to do a dashboard walkthrough inside of Kajabi. Then we spend some time doing live Q&A. Now, if you are joining us and watching us live streaming out there, please still type and chat and comment, because I will be able to see your questions coming in. And to submit a question, what you need to do is put a little Q at the front of your post, so it makes it easier for me to find it through all of the chats that are coming in, and I flag them to go back to them later. And then the second hour, because I'm here for a whole 2 hours every single Monday or Sunday, depends on where you are in the world. And the second hour we go dark, so we stop live streaming and we hang out with the VIPs. A lot of the VIPs prefer to ask questions during that time because it's private. They can share screen. We can talk money, sexy numbers, marketing funnels, what their results are, all that sort of stuff. There you go. That's Monday Mentoring. If you do want to join us inside of the Sparkle room, the VIP room, you can just go to sparkleclubhouse.com. It's $27 a month. And you get, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours a month where you get to hang out with me and my team. There you go. Awesome. All right. Well, today it's all about Kajabi. That's right. We're talking Kajabi. So let me move on over to Kajabi, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a dashboard walkthrough. So let me just make sure that I've lined everything up here so I can see what's happening. All right, so this is me now logged into my Kajabi dashboard, and what I'm going to do is walk you through each of the sections down the sides here, on over here. Now you'll see each of these different areas down the side. I like to call them like departments of your business. So up the top here, this is your website and your landing pages, or I like to call them like your bricks and mortar business. It's like the thing that the clients see when they first walk in to your shop, right? Your website, your landing pages, your blogs, all of those sorts of things. So that's what this is. That's your shop front. The next section down here is your products department. This is where we make all of our products. So we create your courses, your membership programs, even you can store your free trainings in there, as well as your podcasts, or if you do coaching as well. So as you can see, I've got lots and lots of products in here, actually 73 products to be exact. And in here, these are some of the products that we sell. As you can see, we've got the Canva Made Easy program, we've got personal branding, and there's lots of other products. And along the bottom is like the numbers that keep going through pages and pages and pages. So that's the products department, where we make the things that we sell to our people. Then the next section is your sales department. So in the sales department, what you have is your offers. So your offers are like the checkout that people go to purchase your products. Then here you've got coupons. So if you want to give discount codes, you can do that through the coupons area. And then we have the payments area. This is where we can look at all the payments that are coming and also any refunds that you make. And if you work with affiliates, so you have people helping you to sell the products, this is where you can check in on what the affiliates are doing and set up all of the affiliate information. So that's your sales department. That's where we make the cha-ching, the money. The next department under here is the marketing department. So the marketing department is where we attract people to us and we go, hey guys, here, we're over here, come and check us out. Okay, so the marketing department is where we can write our email campaigns. So you can do single emails and also larger, send an email every day campaigns as well. Pipelines is where we put together all of our landing pages. So if you're creating a marketing funnel, you may have your opt-in page, your thank you page, and whatever other pages you want to add into the pipeline. I actually see the pipeline myself as a folder in where you can store your pages, because when people come into the landing pages, they don't always go through in a straight line, like if they were falling through a pipeline. They may click and go to different pages. I've literally built an entire website for Sparkle OnCon, which is our annual online conference, and rather than having them as floating single pages, I've grouped them all together into a pipeline just so that they were in a nice, neat place. Automation is where you can set up lots of different types of automations, like if this happens, then that happens. So if they finish an assessment, then send them an email. If they opt in or give us their email address, or what we would say complete a form, then send them an email. So there's lots of different automations that you can set up in there. Events are countdown timers. So you may have an ongoing evergreen event that happens regularly. We have like one, I don't even know if it's still accessible, but I know it's still active, where there's it's an evergreen webinar that happens every Thursday at 10 o'clock for conversations that convert. It was built a very long time ago, but it repeats over and over every Thursday. Another one, it could be you could count down to an event start time. So when we start a challenge, we'll use events to count down to a start time. Or another thing you can do in events is an end time. So if you're doing, especially if you're running a course and you're opening and then closing the cart, we'll use two countdown timers. One, an event countdown timer to when the cart opens. And then the second one is a countdown timer to when the cart closes. And the great thing at the end of the countdown timers is you can redirect them to another page when the countdown timer ends. So a really good thing to do is if you have a countdown timer to a cart open, you have a wait list page are there. And then once it hits open, it automatically redirects to your sales page. And then the countdown timer to the end of the cart closing is on the sales page. And then when the cart closes, it automatically redirects to, uh-oh, too bad, so sad, the doors are closed. So that's another great way to use that. And then the forms is how we collect information. So that is like if we are, emails, phone numbers, names, the general things that go on an opt-in page, but it goes beyond that. You can create custom fields inside of forms that will allow you to collect more information. So if you've got a questionnaire that you want people to complete, say, before they attend a consult call, or if somebody joins your course and you want to know a little bit about why they joined and what their goals are, you can use a form in that way. So the marketing department, even though like those couple of additional forms I was talking about are more after the people end, this is more at the top end of the funnel that you will build and spend a lot of time in here. You'll probably spend most of your time in the marketing department, and then your sales department, it's just shopping carts. Now I'm going to show you what each of these are once we get into them. I just wanted to go through each of the departments first. And then the last department is your admin department, where it's your CRM. This is where you will see all of your people. Now, I'm not going to zoom in on my people due to privacy and we're live streaming, But in the people area, you'll be able to look at customer files. And inside the customer files, you'll be able to see what programs that they have purchased. You'll be able to link directly to their Stripe account. You can even keep notes on the customer's files. So if you have a conversation with them, add a note. It is only a typed note. You can't attach any files. It's quite limited to the information that you can put, but it is a basic CRM. And then assessments is if you want to poll your people, or if at the end of a training you want them to submit information to help keep momentum and moving forward. Now, if anyone's ever done any of my challenges, you will know we use assessments at the end of each of the challenges so that you can submit your work, right? And we can see how people are going. Now, they can be graded assessments or ungraded assessments, and there's lots of different ways in which you can create an assessment. And then the last one is your sexy numbers, baby. That's what I love, sexy numbers. So in here you can look at all different sorts of things, such as your net revenue. So what is your revenue? Any subscriptions, as well as your opt-ins. So if this is where we check our statistics to see how well our conversions are doing. And to that point, I just want to speak to one of our UK guys was asking about, how his ads are going. What I want you to do is have a look at how many opt-ins you've got, but then I also want to see how many page views you've had on that landing page, so we can check the metrics between these two to see if your landing page is converting well. And then the next one is, this one's really cool. So your product progress is for when your students are going through the course. You can actually see how well they're doing. Are they getting through the course? Are they completing it? What percentage of the course have they gotten through? Again, and this one here is self-explanatory. What things have you sold? And then also the your affiliates down here. So how are they going? How are they performing? And if you need to go in and make payments for them. So let's go back up here. So just to recap, your left-hand side down here are the different departments of your business. So this is your front of house, your shop front. This is your products that you sell. So the development department, the sales department, the marketing department, and the admin or CRM area. And then, of course, all your sexy numbers, baby. All right, so that's a basic dashboard walkthrough. Now, let me show you how to actually, because this is the thing that you'll spend a lot of your time doing, is designing landing pages or your website. So the first thing that you'll see here is website and design. And when you are in the design area, this is your main website when people go to your website. What I'm going to do, they're both very similar, but I'm just going to go into a basic landing page for you to show you how easy it is. And when you're in landing pages, you can see the website landing pages, then also your single landing pages that you haven't really filed yet, and then your pipelines. Now, I recommend that people put everything you can into pipelines because it keeps them neat and clean when it's inside of the pipeline area, because eventually you can imagine you'll have loads of different funnels and things running, and if they're all single landing pages, just sort of spread through here like this, you end up with a whole list. I mean, we've got 199 floating landing pages, but a lot of these are also ones that are either old or we haven't cleaned up yet. As you know, I've been in this program for probably about 2016 might have been when I joined it, so I've got a lot of stuff in here. And then your pipelines are multiple pages. So you can see here, like in our business building webinar, we've got like 11 different pages in there, 10 in this one. And if I scroll down to like a whole website one, I don't know, it's probably on the next page. But anyway, we keep it like a filing system. Okay. So what I want to show you is how basic it is and easy it is to create a landing page. Now, the way we design a landing page happens when you're working in websites, either landing pages, pipelines, all the thing. The design process is exactly the same. So let me take you through creating a basic landing page. So when you click on add new landing page, Kajabi gives you all of these. Oh, there's some new beautiful ones here as well by the looks of it. They give you all of these different styles of landing pages to choose from. And they're also categorized as well to help you. So as you can see, these are sort of some suggested podcast ones. If you use Linktree, why not use your own, because you can track it better. Please do not use Linktree. Linktree, it does not allow you to track anything. So not like you can if it's your own landing page. And then thank you pages, some opt-ins, coming soon pages, and then they've got some sort of set up policies, procedures, terms and conditions, basic pages for you. If you want to have a look at, you can go into this section down here called legacy themes. They're not as supported, which means that they don't go in and fix. There's not a lot of stuff in there anymore, actually, not compared to what they used to be. So they've definitely cleaned that up a lot. Okay, so what all of these different landing pages are just a starting point for you, because you can modify and edit them to your heart's content, okay? So let's go in and choose what most of you will begin with, if you're smart, is an opt-in page, because you are growing your email list, right? So if you click on the preview button, it's always going to give you a preview, and you can scroll through the preview to see what sections and what blocks are included, and you'll understand what sections and blocks are in a minute. And if you're happy with the design layout, you click Get Started. So let's start with this one. I'm just going to call it Test for Demo so that my team know to delete it when I'm done. And then Kajabi's going to do its thing. It's going to beep and bop and beep, 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 bop, 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 applying secret sauce. I always love all the little messages that it puts in the middle. All right, so there are a couple of areas I want to walk you through just so you can get the lay of the land before I start to talk to you about the actual designing process of the landing page. So you get the lay of the land. We're going to go down here on the left-hand side. So the first part we have here is sections, and then the second area we have is settings. What I'm going to do is begin in settings. If you've never set up a landing page before, it's your first landing page, I recommend that you start in settings first, because what this is doing is this is where you'll set up your brand look, feel, and style. So first we click on Favicon. Now there's nothing in here, but a Favicon is, if you look up the top here in this little tiny area, see how when we go to different landing pages, we get that little icon on the bar to show you what website you're on. And if we go to the Sparkle Class Academy, I'm just going to go to the Sparkle Class Academy. Ours is this little sparkling S star that we have up the top here. So that's what your Favicon is. So you can just upload a Favicon. For those who use if you want to make sure it's like got a clear background, make sure you save it as a transparent PNG file, and that way it will allow you to have the right size. Now the other thing as well is all of the information that you, all of the different sections, if there's anything important for you to know, they will have a little eye. You can faintly see a little eye there. If you hover over them, a lot of the time they give you further information or image sizes right here. So you can see this must be a 32 by 32 PNG. Transparency is supported, so it's letting you know. And please allow time. So always look for those if you're not quite sure what they are. So that's your Favicon. Your style guide. So this is the appearance will go across your entire page. So it's setting some defaults for you. So if you want a certain background color, I would recommend you don't really mess with your background color and your background images in this area. But the one thing you will change is your primary color here. So like if we scroll through this design, let me just sort of scroll out here, you'll see a lot of, there's not a lot of blue on this one, but my primary color is purple, right? So I would choose my purple color. And when I click save here, any of the sort of main areas will show in purple, but it doesn't look as though there's a lot of primary stuff on this landing page anyway. The text color, as you can see, they're using black in the text color here. My text color is always this dark purple, so I would choose that dark purple and click save, and it applies it across the entire landing page. Once it saves, you'll be able to see that change. Why are they not changing? I'm going to have to choose a better template. The other thing that I don't touch any of those, but they're buttons. Duh. You can see the button here. Okay, so my button, I should read the words better. My buttons are always blue and my text color is always white on a button. So if I click it like that, you'll see my button changes, and then I don't have to change as I add new buttons. They will automatically default to those colors. Now down here, this is again where you set all your fonts across the page. So if you've got your branding done, so mine is this little guy here. So Montserrat we always have, and our headings is the same. That's our brand style. So you change your typography, your font choices there, and click save, and then it'll change across the page. And then this is the font. So my header fonts are usually a purple, and then my body font color is usually this darker color. So if I choose that, you'll see now they will actually change across the page. So there we go. So you can see that that's changed across the page for us. Now that way, you don't have to go in and change all the individual components. And then just leave all of these unless you find they don't work for you. We've got the desktop view and then also the mobile view, but they generally sit quite well. Their defaults are really, really good. But they're the only things that I would recommend that you change in settings. All right, now let's hit the back button. Your design tools are really if you just want to see your grid lines to line things up, or your guides as well. So if I click them on, you'll actually see little lines come on here. So it shows you how your alignment is. I don't really work with them on, but I do work with my grid lines on. And then the next one is any custom code. So if you're putting additional Facebook pixels or Google Pixels code in, you can pop it in here. Or if you have any like deadline funnel custom codes, you can pop them in here. It just applies it across the entire page. That's a little bit more high level. So if you don't understand what that means, then don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay, so there we go. That's your settings, and they're the things I recommend that you work on is your favicon, your style guide. Go through and set your header, your footer, your buttons, and the colors for each of those. The rest of it, don't touch. Next is your sections. Now, this is where you will literally spend 99% of your time inside of sections. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save that because it's got all of those guides and things on there. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you there's two main levels to the sections area. So you've got sections, and it's not even showing me the word sections anymore. It used to actually show you the word section. Oh, maybe because it's got animated on it. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see up here, you can see the word section there. Literally what the section is see the dotted blue lines across the top and the bottom in this section here? So that's a section, and you can move sections, position, and then inside of your sections are blocks. So you can see the word block here, and you can put in as many different types of blocks as you want. Now, you cannot take one block and move it into another section. However, you can move blocks around inside of sections. So let's have a look at this section. Let's show you how you can move. So this one at the top here is our header section. And then you can see hero with image. That's these two here. Next one is a text section. And if I want to move that, I can move it down. See how I've moved that text box further down? So you can do that as well. Move them around like that. Now, the best way to design is what I call click to edit. Excuse me. Is click to edit. So you either click in a section or you click in a box. So I'm going to click in this outside section area. So click in the section and it takes me into the section where I can see all of the blocks. So if we look at this section, we can see there's one image there. There's one image there. There's a little spacer image there or block there, and there's a text block there. And if you read down there, image, they've used the custom code block and a text block. Now, each of these different blocks have different functions and different things that you can change. So if I click here on add content, you've got all these different types of blocks you can add. So with the accordion, I generally use that as a frequently asked question. If I click on it, you'll see what it looks like. It'll pop in here at the bottom. See, it's like this little, you type in your questions there. You can see that it lets you put a question. So this is usually where I use my FAQs. If I type over here, and then the answer, I'll put in there. So that is the accordion one. If I click add content again, you've got all other ones like assessments, audio files, blogs, calls to action, so your little buttons, cards, countdown timers, custom code, events, video files, features, forms, images, links. So all of these have different design features to them because like if I click a video, what is it going to do? It's going to bring in a video. You can see it pops in here at the bottom, and then I can upload my own video in here. I can also change its size. So how big do I want the video on the landing page? And what you do is you work your way through each of the different blocks that you add to choose different features, colors, things that you want in there. So for example, my video, which it's not going to really show right now because there's no video there, but I want the player to be in the blue button, or the background of my video, maybe I want the background of it to be like a pink border. So all of the design stuff happens over here, and this is just what you watch, okay? So what you see changing over here. So now because there's no video there, it can't really show you a lot because I'm not going to upload a video. It'll take a little bit too long. But it stores all of the information in there. So like I said before, is you can move blocks around inside of sections. So if I click this section, so I can get back into the section area, scroll to the top, and maybe I want my video at the top. So I would move my video up, and you'll see now my video is up. But I don't like how they're sitting there together. So if I click on the video, if I come down here to desktop layout, I can say put it on its own line. So it sits at the top. Okay, this is very, very walkthrough because it is a dashboard walkthrough. So that's the main thing you want to remember about designing inside of the pages. You can do anything you can think of. Like if I want to put an image behind here, if I click in the section, okay, and then I can say, okay, I want a background image, so I'm going to upload a background image. Let's see if I can find something that's really small and not too big. No, that's not a good place. Something that I've downloaded. Here's one. Okay, that looks nice and small. So say I want to put this background image in. I can click there. It's not going to look pretty, but it's going to be good for the demonstration. Now, the background image is just loading and now it's shown here. But if you look here, it says there's a background color at the moment. So what I want to do is make it transparent so you can see through, and click save. And now you'll be able to see the background image once it saves. Oh, it's taking a little while. Come on. Am I in the right section? Yes, I am. Background, image. Yes, background. Maybe I've just chosen a really bad background. Oh, dear. Here we go. Come on, you can do it, baby. You can do it. If it's not showing, the desktop may have a color in it as well. Let's have a look. Why are you not showing? What happens? Live. Oh, because here it says background media none. We want it to be an image. That's gonna make a big difference. There we go. It's very ugly. But you can see the background image is in that section there. Oh, thank you, my love. My husband's just brought me coffee. Now, it's not very pretty, right? But it does show you that if you think that you want something done inside of your design, it's probably doable. You've just got to figure out how. But it is very self-explanatory when you're actually working through this section. And then let's just click the preview button and you'll be able to see how ugly this landing page looks. All right, now did you see how those images slowly came up on screen? That's called an animation. You can add animations. I believe that, see those little images, if I scroll back down, those images are animated as well. See, they look very pretty. They slowly slide into each other. There's a slight animation fade in on that. Same there. There's a nice little animation on those. So there we go. That's how you design a landing page. Literally, you're working in sections and blocks. And if you ever get lost and you're not quite sure where you are, just keep hitting the back button until you see the word landing page at the top, and you can see the sections and settings, and you're all the way back to the beginning. Okay. Now, the same as like the click to edit, you can always click over here to go into this section, and then you see your images, and then click to get into the image and scroll through and sort of change anything you want to do with the image. Maybe I want the block color to be like a background pink. I'm really making this landing page look super ugly. So as you can see, so simple, right? So this is where you're going to spend most of your time designing inside of these landing pages. All right. And then the other section that you'll spend, so you'll create opt-in pages, thank you pages, sales pages, blog pages, whatever you like. They're all here, all of the things that the client sees on the front end. Your products are where you design your courses. So if I go into, say, Canva Made Easy course, for example, there are two main areas that you'll see. The first one up the top here with the folder, that's called a section. Okay, hang on, they call it a section? Sorry, a category. They call it a category. And then under here, they call it a post. If you're thinking from a course point of view, I would call the folder a module, and then the posts underneath here, lessons. So you can see we've got each of the modules or the challenge components, and then under each of those we've got the lessons and then the assessment. And we've also dripped out the content. You can see they slowly drip out through here as well. All right, so that's literally same as when you're designing. When you get in there, it's very self-explanatory. It's really not hard. I'm not going to mess with this product because it is an active product right now. The next thing here is your sales. So this is where you'll create your shopping carts, okay? So I'm going to show you how to actually create one. So we're going to click a new offer at the top here, and I'm just going to call it test for demo, so my team knows. And the rest of it, I don't actually do any, I don't do anything else on this page. You can choose what type of payment method you want, whether it's one-time, multi, reoccurring, or free. if you want to. Most of the things that I do once I get into the product. But let's say it's a multi-pay, $197 a month over 3 months, for example. Click that. Once we get into the actual product itself, what I recommend that you do is just work through each of the sections from top to bottom, and it will help you build out the entire offer. So the offer is add your products here. So for example, if you're selling a course, so say I'm selling the Canva Made Easy course, I attach that product, and then say you've got bonuses. So maybe the bonus might be, I think I've got like calendar blocking bonus. Yeah. So maybe I want to add my calendar blocking as a bonus. So you can add as many different products in here as you like. Very self-explanatory here. Does it begin on a certain date? Do you want them to restrict access for a certain amount of days? Once they purchase, I always recommend just leave it so they automatically get redirected into the library. Or if you want to create a custom thank you page that sort of says to them, thanks, you're in, here you go, join my group, all of that stuff, you can do it, but you can do that inside the product itself as well. Then once they purchase, Kajabi will automatically send them a you have purchased email with their login details. That automatically happens regardless. But if you want to add or edit that, you can certainly click on here and add any additional information. I don't. I actually write a separate welcome email because I don't really want to mess with the default email that Kajabi sends. It's nice, it's simple, it's clean, that just says, hey, you've got this product, click this button to log in. And then I have like a whole welcome email that's got lots more information that I send out separately. If you want to add any additional automations, you can. Like I said, automations is when this happens, then that happens. So when they make a purchase, then what do you want to do? Maybe you want to, add a tag to the file, so you segment your list. Maybe you want to give them a special coupon code. So there's a few things you can do there. So that's the first part we do. And then over here in this offer details area, this is where you come in and you choose your payment. You can put a graphic in here if you want to. Your payment types. So one time means one payment. Multiple means multiple payments over a certain amount of time. So how many months in between payments. And reoccurring is membership. So if it's ongoing every month. And free is, well, it's free, right? They still have to opt in for it, but it's totally free. Now, you can connect Stripe and PayPal. In our low ticket products, we do accept Stripe and PayPal, but for our high ticket products, we only accept Stripe. The payment fees are much, much cheaper with Stripe. B2B businesses, if you're in a B2B business like us, most of our clients should have a credit card because they're running a business, right? Or at least a credit debit card. PayPal, it's more expensive in regards to the fees we have to pay, but some of our low ticket items are just, hobbyists. So sometimes hobbyists don't have PayPal. And then if you want to have it time limited, or quantity limited, so if you've only got, say you've got a high ticket offer and you only want to accept 20 people into the program because that's all you can handle, you can put that there. Or time limit, which means that it will expire after a certain period of time. So when people log in and do the free version of the Canva challenge, for example, they actually only get a couple of days, they get like 7 days or whatever to do. So you can do that as well. All right. So that's your offer details in regards to the back end stuff that we see. Once you've done all the back end stuff that we need, like offer granting, prices, you then need to set up the front end that the customer sees. And that is this button up the top here, the checkout button. So you'll need to check on that. And here is where we set out what the checkout looks like for the customer. Now, the same as we did on the other landing pages, it's click to edit. So if you want to change the name of that one there, you would just click and then it'll take you to the section that you can edit. name here. Okay, so with each of them, you can change your banner. Also over here, you can work your way through each of these areas to just make sure they're all good. So your offer details is literally your name, your banner size, all of those good bits. Okay, the next one down is your primary colors. Of course, what is ours? Purple. And you'll see our colors, buttons and everything are going to change to purple. Extra information. So it defaults to collect an email address and the payment type, but you can also collect additional information like addresses and phone numbers and names. And the other thing as well is if you have questionnaires that you want to fill out. So for example, sometimes we might want to know, how did they hear about us? So how did you hear about the Sparkle Class Academy? You can add that in as well. And then when we click the save button, you'll be able to see all of those additional fields pop up down here on the left-hand side. If you want to add any service agreements, so that's like, do you agree to be on our mailing list? You may want to put one of those. I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. You can check that. So it's a little checkbox that it will put down at the bottom of your page here. You can see there as well. And then your footer, we always have a terms and conditions and and so our footer always looks like, I believe it's that one that says footer. So it's always got our earnings disclaimer and yeah, I think this is the wrong footer. I believe I don't know which one it is. And then the bump. So the bump is a little extra checkbox. So if we just look at the checkout over here, and I always like to add a bump because $1 is $1 is $1. So if we wanted to add an additional product, so say that we want to sell this product, we would put a description test info here and click the save button. You'll see service agreement. Oh, it can't be left blank. That's why it's not changing. Let me just put in test there. All right, now it's going to show the things we need. So you can see down here, this is what the bump shows up like at the bottom, and they can check this little box to add additional an additional product. Of course, you would add much more information in there than that. Now, this is a very long checkout form. You don't need to have it that long. Like if you're not posting anything, of course, you don't need that. And then down the center here, you can add as many different bits of texts and images and all the things down here. I usually put some testimonials in there as well. So this is the checkout. This is not a sales page. Do not build this like a sales page. I just believe that the design functions in the checkout is not that great compared to, remember all of the blocks and sections we looked back at in the previous page? So you want to make this really simple. It's a very simple recap of what was on the sales page. So just a quick dot point of what they're getting, if there's a refund policy, and maybe a couple of testimonials. That's it. It's just where they go to pay. The information about your course and all of that, that's on your sales page. You know, the long form sales page is what you want to have there. But this is like click the button and they'll come to the checkout here. Awesome. All right. So we're going to click the back button until we get back to landing. Okay. So that's it really. They're all of the main things that I wanted to show you is your front of house, your products department or your development team, your sales department, your marketing department, your people, and of course, all of your sexy, sexy numbers. All right, guys. So for everybody who is out there watching, if you've got any questions about Kajabi, please drop a Q in the chat box. And if anyone would like to, we have an extended 30-day trial available for Kajabi at the moment. So if you would like to try Kajabi, if you have not yet tried it, then just let us know in the chat. Drop below, let us know that you would like the trial code and we'll send you that 30-day trial. If you go to the website, it's usually only 14 days, but we have a 30-day trial for you. And me and my team will drop that through. Any cues or questions at all? So this demo was really for a couple of our students who had recently purchased Kajabi and they wanted a bit of a walkthrough. And I thought, hey, why not teach it live and all of that good stuff. And for those who are watching, what was your biggest takeaway? Don't forget, you need to pop that in the chat box as well. Yeah, it looks like we've got some. Hey, hi, how are you? Watching from Florida. Excellent. So nice to see you here. All right, now it's time for us to go across to the VIPs. They haven't come in yet. And I just want to apologize to the VIPs because our, where are we? VIPs, there they are. All right, here's our VIPs. Hi, guys. We've only got a few of you in here right now. I apologise to the VIPs because the reminder emails we've discovered are not going out. They got turned off to be fixed and then they didn't get turned back on. So we have to go back in and make sure they're fixed so that you'll get an email reminder. But hopefully you've got it in your calendar. Mary, what was a key learning for you from today? Let us know.
Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you. Yes, you know I always have to check the hearing and all the things. Yes, we can.
Oh, good. Yes, thanks, Sally. I had not seen behind Kajabi before. So I guess the biggest takeaway is seeing all the elements involved in developing the pages. So it was interesting, I think, I possibly wanted to write down that you were calling modules and lessons the different names that they are in Kajabi. So learning the language as well must be part of it. Yeah,
so they call them sections, which are the modules, and then the lessons are called posts. And the other thing as well, I guess I didn't really show you. Let me just come back to here, is inside of the actual product itself. So if we just come into the product itself, probably should have a test one so I'm not messing with a good one, but let's see if I can find a draft one in here. Actually, I'll just make a draft so I can play with it. So when you choose a new post, okay, so a new post is your lesson. I'm just going to call this test for demo and Kat can help me clean that up later. When we create a new post, it starts as a blank post, and the blank post, you've got the option to add 3 different things. So you can add a video, which is like the standard video that you would look when you're going through the course. You could add just a set audio file so that when they go in, it's an audio file, or an assessment, which is like if you've been through my challenges, you'll see that the assessment that you do, I think most of our assessments are just upload an image, but you can do multiple choice assessments or text block assessments where they fill in information as well. But they're the 3 main parts to a lesson that you add. And then underneath that main section at the top, whether it's a video file, an audio file, or an assessment, you can put more text down the bottom here, and also images and, let's just choose a very simple image. This one will do. So you can add sort of you can add images and GIFs and all sorts of things. You can see there's that little image that I uploaded just then. So that all happens in underneath the assessment. So let's just sort of make these sort of stand out a little bit more. So if I preview that now, it's not going to show a great deal because I don't have the video. Oops. Oh, it's not letting me in because it's a different, we've actually got a special bit of code on the back here that doesn't let you in unless you've paid. But this is sort of what I will show you at the top, either a video, audio, or assessment, and then you can put lots of text underneath. And then you can also attach files. So we attach files like workbooks, transcripts are another one that we add, and additional audio files. So if we've got a video file that we upload, and we also put, we transcribe, you can put CSV, not CSV. What are they called? SVG? Oh, I can't remember the name. The ones for the captions. You can put captions. You can attach captions to your videos as well. And then in the download, you can also put your transcripts, your workbooks, and sometimes I'll also upload the audio files. So for those who don't want to watch a video but just want to listen or on the go, they can also listen via that audio file as well. So yeah, the whole lesson part, or the post is what they call it, is what you attach to each individual lesson and all of the downloads and everything there. I've actually popped this into a really bad area because I can't preview it for you because they're all locked off. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's the back end of a lesson. Hey, CUG's joined us. Hello, lovely lady. Hi. So did you get much of a chance to watch what's happening inside of the of this lesson out there in the live stream at all?
Yes, I did watch. I was late, but I watched a little bit on my phone because I was out of town, so I just got home and I was on my phone. But yes, I did, and it was good. I'm excited. I have the link. I'm gonna do the trial. I'm gonna start tomorrow because I got the week off from work, so I'm gonna be.
Yay! Was it you who I was doing the demo for? I know there was a few people. It was you. Yay! Woo. Excellent. Well, it's up there for you to access at any time, and hopefully that gives you some clarity. And now you can get in and start designing out your course, right?
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, also come into our coaching sessions, because if you do get stuck at any time, I will be able to get you to share screen and help you in any of the areas that you get stuck to.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Excellent. Yay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're nearly getting to the top of the hour. So what I will do is just come back to you because we're about to go dark. So it was a pretty quick lesson, or not quick lesson. It was a long lesson with little Q&A, but we're going to head on over. I know a lot of the VIPs kind of stalk around out of the VIP room and then come in once we go dark. So come on in, guys. You can start heading on in. So we're about to go dark now. I spend the next hour with my VIPs, do some live Q&A, look at their tech, look at their design work, all of that sort of stuff. And sometimes, they like to talk about their conversion rates and things, so that it's not public. So that's what we're about to go and do. If you would like to be able to join us till the end of this year, we're doing $27 where you can join us inside of the VIP room for Monday mentoring. It runs for 2 hours every single week, except for public holidays, and we do take 4 weeks off over Christmas. Oh, sometimes I get sick. Right? That happens. But pretty much every single Monday next year, where we will be changing to Tuesdays for us here in Australia, which will be Mondays for the rest of the world. But it's only $27 a month for 8 full hours a month with us. All of the replays, including the last few years of Monday mentoring as well, you can go back through as well once you join the Sparkle Clubhouse. That's where all the cool kids hang out. And in the new year, the price will be going up. So this was sort of a new thing we started this year. We haven't been full on promoting it, and we haven't done any campaigns to it or anything like that. We just wanted to see whether it was something that people were interested in. A lot of our paid clients that are in our high ticket programs or in other bonus programs that we run automatically get Monday mentoring. But if you're not in any of those high ticket products and you want access to be able to come on into Monday mentoring, then head to sparkleclubhouse.com, see what it's like. There's no fixed contract or terms. You can come in for a month, see if you find value. I mean, it's like less than $1 a day or a cup of coffee a week. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to head over. I'm going to go dark now with our beautiful VIPs, get stuck into some sexy numbers and funnels and tech and all those good bits. As always, guys, and never let anyone dull your sparkle. And I believe that I have figured out how to do the outro stuff. Remember last week when I was trying to do the outro, I'm like, how do I do that? So what I need everyone out there who is live streaming is to start saying thank you or a key takeaway and all of those things in the chat box, because I believe I figured out how to do like an outro piece of music along with being able to put all of your things up on screen. So I would love to test it. So if you're watching right now, even the girls in the VIP room, if you're watching somewhere on the live stream, please take a minute, come back to me, type something on the phone so we can do like an outro and put like music and all of your comments and see how I can kind of place them all over the screen. I want to have a play. All right, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and I'll see you all next Monday.